Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
I study Anand chapter. I welcome you all for the today's Friday forum session. We have our speaker Miloni Hingu madam. She is HR at GSFC company in Vadodara, and we will be discussing about the learnings from the trekking. So I hand over this session to the Hiloni ma'am. Please, ma'am, continue.
Divyan sir, thank you so much for this platform. Hello, good evening all. May I
Good
please
evening.
request each of us, good evening Rajviji, may I please request
Good
each
evening.
of us to
Good evening
turn
all.
on the video those it is possible? Yes, that's great. That's great.
Right.
All right. So I, Miloni Hingu, welcome all of us for this session, which is a few of my learning experiences from trekking. Uh, may I know, I'm just to interact with all of us. May I know what is trekking all about? Could you just share your thoughts over trekking? What is it? Anyone, please? Yes, Rajviji, would you please like to say anything?
I don't know if can you hear me?
Yes, yes, pretty clear.
Yes. Yeah. Trekking is like we go on foot towards a particular, at a height, particular place at a height, or maybe somewhere in jungle. That is what comes to my mind when we think of trekking.
Mhm. All right, that's great. Something which is out of our home and something which
Out
is
of
out
our,
of our
yes, and
comfort
on foot. Huh. We
on
explore
foot.
a new
On
place
foot,
on
right?
foot. Yes. Huh.
On foot. That's great. That's great, Rajvi. Thank you. Anyone else? Please share the thoughts over the same. What is trekking? All right. So I would just like to say, like trekking, as Rajviji said, something that we are doing on our own. We are hiking. Say nearby Gujarat, we have Pavagadh, we have Girnar, where we can go and climb. That is nothing but a trekking. No doubt it is related to a spiritual journey, but still we can say it is a trek. And today that we are going to discuss is basically on the experiences of me on trekking, which is based on the Himalaya trekking. So let us start with the same. Could anyone please confirm the screen is visible?
Yes, it is.
It is? All right.
Yes.
So just to start with, I would just like to share my trekking book, which is I've completed Dalhousie Trek, Sandakfu Trek, Kedar Kantha, Tungnath Chandrashila, Kedarnath, right? And these are basically mainly either they are on Uttarakhand basis only, right? There are few more which I may like to continue for, which is Brahmatal Trek, Chadar Trek, Skeleton Lake, which is called as a Roopkund, Kailash Mansarovar, and dream of all the trekkers, which is an Everest base camp, right? So let us smoothly go ahead for the experiences. And firstly, going further, I would like to show my gratitude to the Himalayas, as it has been the greatest teacher of me for various life experiences, various leadership experiences that we are going to discuss. So today's experiences that we are discussing basically concluded on the basis of my recent trek experience, which is on Kedar Kantha trek, 12,500 feet in Uttarkasi district of Uttarakhand. I completed this trek with the institute, which is a Youth Hostel Association of India, right? And I am sure it was a mysterious trek, zero pollution, pure drinking water. And when we are on mountains, we don't need anything else but our own selves. Can I know if anyone has gone for any trekking previously? Anyone? Very well. We must have gone for any trekking nearby, say out of Gujarat, within Gujarat, anywhere. Do we have any trekkers along?
Yes, ma'am. I guess we have Bhavik Bhai,
Mm-hmm.
so going to the base camp.
Oh,
Bhavik Goswami, we
okay.
have Louis, who is also a Mountaineer from Goa chapter, right? And there might be others also.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. So, good to have those all lovely trackers on the screen today. See, basically, I have tried to jot down a few important lessons, which are basically, say, a kind of leadership rules that we have learned from tracking. Firstly, it is clarity, planning, and detailed attention, foresee the unexpected, importance of performing under pressure, physical fitness, physical versus mental mountain. This is one of my most interesting facet that I would like to share. And of course, as a leader, we have to share continuous feedback with the team. And obviously, we have to continuously, rigorously analyze our own self, which is learning from our own experiences. So, going on to the brings in clarity. Yes, tracking helps in us to bring the clarity whenever we are going to mother nature. It's all about like from one onliness to it is just about no loneliness, it is oneness with the nature. So whenever we are going on trek, walk and trek on the mountains brings our own selves closer. Like we have our own thought process, our flow of thoughts will get more clear, and that clarity which is born will bring us a lot many things. Like major of the business decisions of any leader, of any businessman, is popped up during this kind of journey. Say we can tell it a mindfulness tracking. To me, this is one of the most important facet, because when we have a clarity of a kind of trek we want to undergo, the further process starts thereafter. Like when we tell about this clarity is required for a leader professionally as well. Like whenever the things are going hazy, unclear, we have to prioritize our task, we have to prioritize the roles that we want to get done, right? So leader, unless they are able to get the clarity, will not be able to dictate what we require. Right. In case if you have any questions, let us make this session more interactive. Anyone is welcome. If we have any query, any discussion we are requiring. Next is, once we are clear, like what type of track we are going for, then a lot many detail is required to be done. So our next lesson is planning and attention to the details. Whenever we are going for trek, firstly we have to decide this is our trek. Say if we are considering Kedar Kantha, which was my last trek, right? So Kedar Kantha, where that location is based at, say if it is in Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand, how can we go there? The transport mode, what altitude it is situated at, say it is at 12,500 feet. We need to know the details, and basis the details we have to plan in detail. We have to know the risks involved into it, right? There may be some breathing difficulties when the altitude goes higher, so we have to take care of that. We have to prepare our own travel I'm sorry, we have to prepare our own travel checklist, what the things we have to bring in: our jackets, our thermals, our rucksack, the walking sticks and all. So we have to prepare our checklist as well, and we have to take what is required, what is not required. And most importantly, we have to prepare our physical fitness, what the altitude is, basis that we have to go for running or walking or gym. Say 6 to 8 kilometers walk is required, right? So basis what we want to achieve, basis that we have to, you know divide those goals into small pieces. And in the journey we have to see to it that the fellow trackers are also being motivated. Like it number of time it happens, like I'm talking about the last Kedarkantha trek. It was before the day of summit. It was like रात के 2 बजे थे when we had to start for the summit. That was the time that 2 o'clock we started, and we were supposed to reach there latest by 6:30 or 6:45. At 5:30, it was a kind of situation that we were done. लाइक नो, अब नहीं हो रहा है, तो वी हैव टू सी टू इट कि भाई हम यहाँ तक आए क्यों है, राइट? वी हैव ट्रेवल्ड अ लॉट, वी हैव passed on lot many days for this, right? So ultimately we as a leader have to see to it that we are motivating our fellow team members as well. कहीं पर वो कहीं पे लैकिंग तो नहीं हो रहा है, उनको क्या दिक्कत है, व्हाट वीकनेसेस दे हैव, उनको कहीं चलने में दिक्कत हो रहा है, कहीं ऐसा कभी कभी वी मे फील लाइक दे आर मेंटली डिसअपॉइंटेड, like they are not able to challenge their own selves physically as well. So we have to ensure that our co-trackers are also coming with us, right? So everything required for us to be comfortable and safe had to be planned in advance by the fellow trackers. Like if we have to stay overnight for at any particular altitude, the team with which we are going will have to plan the tents, the sleeping bags, वहां पर air की क्या positions है. If the atmosphere is windy, then they have to plan the tents accordingly in a particular direction. Like if we have to start on say early morning, then they have to make it a time कि आपको ये time तक सो ही जाना है. So this is a level of basic and detailed planning that one has to go for when one is planning for the trekking, right? So it basically, this is the same when we as a leader are doing any role in our professional life, that we have to pay an attention to each minute detail, considering the strength and weaknesses of our team member, right? I have one formula which is the TFB PFW. Can anyone say this, what is that? This is very simple. TFB PFW. Anyone please? Any guess? Guys, let me say you. This is nothing but think for best, prepared for worst. We are all working on this formula in one or other way, and that's why it is said कि whatever plans we have, whatever plan A is there, fine, we have to continue on our plan A, but we have to ensure that our plan B and plan C is still there in case if any mishaps come, if in case any problem is there, then we have to operate that those plan B and C for the purpose of the team activity that we are going for. Right. Anyone, everyone is with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all with me? Any query? Bhavik sir, are you there? All right, all right. So let's go ahead. The next is foresee the unexpected. Like it is rather it may be said as instant decision making, right? So there may be times like I will talk about the experiences directly, which is during the last trek, which is of Kedar Kantha. There was a location wherein called Judah Lake, right? Once we started for the trek, the next stop was there called Judah Lake. We came to know when we reached to Judah Lake, our trek leader, Miss Lakshmi, she told us that बॉस यहाँ पर इससे आगे कोई रोड ही नहीं है, ट्रेल ही नहीं है. क्यों? There was a very heavy snowfall and the already created trail was abolished and the fresh snow was there, because of which the trail was thoroughly abolished. So that was an unexpected situation. And literally, guys, we had to dig in the snow and we walked through the snow, digging deep into, and we had created our own path on our own. So we have to see to it that when the situations are unpredictable in the Himalayas, especially afternoon ke baad, there are the weather which is always unpredictable. There may be the times when there is a road blockage, there may be the time of landsliding. So as a trekker, we have to also take care that part, that we have to expect the unexpected, and we have to be prepared to see to it what comes to us, and we have to face it. The same situation happened to me in Kedarnath when I in 2021 when I visited. it so happened that I had a plan of staying at Kedarnath for 1.5 days, right? And the moment I reached to Kedarnath, I had a darshan, and I came to know that the situation, like the weather was not in support. It was too windy and the weather was too rough. So basis this trekking experiences, I got to know बॉस यहाँ पर रुकने लायक नहीं है आज, निकल पड़ो. So our instinct tells us to leave. And my friends, you believe you me, once I reached to the base, like after getting down from Kedarnath, when I reached to the plains and turning onto the TV, the news I saw was it was the season's highest snowfall that day, and lot many people have stuck above at Kedarnath. So this is again, we have to understand the nature's symptoms. We have to understand nature's hints being given to us, and the same happens with us in professional life as well. Leader has to foresee what others can't, right? And he has to decide the sub plans. He have to divide the plans into small goals, and have to seek and attention to each of them minutely. Like we know it is a world of VUCA, right? We all know this volatility, uncertainty concept, right? So we don't exactly know what the responses of the world be. There may be like considering the situation of economic market, say a social, political, socio-economic dynamics, considering this all, as a leader, we have to see to it that the situations, these market scenarios will always be unexpected. It's we who have to prepare us for the unexpected, so that we can guide, we can lead the team accordingly. We have to operate our plan A. If not plan B, if not plan C, but we have to take those instant decisions whenever required. We have to take that call. Are you guys with me? Anyone if has faced similar kind of situations, may please share with us. All right. uh, Moving forward, the next lesson is importance of pushing to the boundary and performing under pressure. Guys, this is a very crucial lesson that we have learned. Like, say, at a mountain of the slope of 45 to 50 degree, when we have to cross, right, it requires a great determination. It has to be stabilized. Our mind has to be stabilized. We have to focus continuously that not just 45 to 50 degree, but we have persons behind us and ahead us whom we have to support. Like, it may happen this duration, our self stimulus, our self motivation only will help us to climb those 45 to 50 degree slopes, right? Like, it may so happen कि कभी हम खुद tired है, like knees pain कर रहे हैं, we are so tired, but damn, we can't say that we are tired. As a leader, as a track leader, we have to see to it that we encourage other. We have to keep mum that we are tired. We have to keep mum that we have knee pains. We have to keep mum that I'm done. But we have to motivate others, and we have to see that everyone is going together and they are all perfect in health and still achieving the goal, right? There is a concept called turnaround time. Like, it's called TAT, which is nothing but, as I told, during the Kedarkantha trek, to reach to the summit, we started at 2 o'clock in the night. So why? Why did we start at 2 o'clock in the night? The reason behind that was, in Himalayas, nature weather may turn anytime after 11:30. So we have to ensure that we reach to the summit at a particular time, at a safe time, and we have that cushion time that we are back to a safe location by a specific time. In case if we are not able to reach by a specific time, we have to see to it that we are leaving, but to save our life, we are getting back. So for the summit night, during that Kedarkantha trek, we received the instructions to start climbing at 2 o'clock and to reach to the top by 7. To walk back from that trek from the summit by 7. If we are not successful to reach there by 7, we were said wherever you are, leave that place before 7 and get back by 11 or 11:30 to save yourselves, because mountains are always unpredictable, my friends. The same goes when we are into profession, that the same concept is there. TAT, which is a well respected and non negotiable concept on mountain, is the same with the professional lives, that we all have our specific goals. Those goals are time bound, right? And this contributed to an additional and unavoidable pressure on us. If it is creating a pressure, we have to see to that we have to challenge our own selves, right? We have to, as a leader, we have to see that equation amongst the functions of the team, those deadlines, those skill set of the team members with us, and their performance are required to be aligned. And not just to be aligned, we have to reach to a specific goal in a particular time. Moving
Ma'am,
on,
last 2 minutes,
it is
Miloni ma'am. Last 2 minutes.
okay, okay, sir. We move on to the very important facet, which is physical versus mental mountain. Friends, we on our own selves are climbing the mountains. Like whenever we are going on trek, first 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes is about physical. We may have an experience of running, breathing exercises, brisk walking, but that is just about first 35, 40 minutes. Rest is all into our own heads. If we are quitting, if we are mentally not strong, that's done. So we have to prepare ourselves mentally as well. And that's what is in business as well with us. Like we have to go to mountain to get fresh and lead our team. So continuous feedback is also required with our team. We have to lead our team and give them the scope of improvement. Right. I'm shortly completing this. And learning from our own past experiences, we have to see to analyze our mistakes to correct them in crux if we are talking. So, guys, I here with end with my presentation. And if any query, we may connect. It's open from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Miloni ma'am. I request Louis ma'am, the Mountaineer and the youngest ISTDian, to share our experience on the session and on the trekking. Louis ma'am, please. You have to unmute yourself, ma'am. Louis ma'am, you have to unmute yourself.
Whom are you calling, Divyang Bhai?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I am.
yeah, Louis ma'am is the very senior member from the ISTD Goa chapter.
Wow.
She has taken us
Wow.
for the yoga and exercise session in the morning when the West Region conference, and still I
Wow.
remember her sessions. She is available now. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please. 2 minutes, Louis ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, sir, and all of you. Tracking has always been my passion, and the mighty Himalayas have always been an object of great reverence, mystery, and awe. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Everyone who has gone up there has a different connection with the mountains. It is a challenge for the body. It is a challenge because it is a test for the body and the mind. And it gives us an opportunity to be connected with nature at a very personal level. Now, when we go for a track, we need to go with a clear mind to see the glory of nature and the wonders of God. They say nature is the best speaker for the very reason it has no speech. You want me to continue? You want me to
Yes,
continue?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It
So,
will take
Miloni-
long.
yeah. So, Miloni, we have a last question for you. That can you repeat the formula of
Yes, sir.
TFW?
We, TFW wala
Yeah,
formula.
yeah.
Okay, it is nothing but like it's like a think for the worst, think for the best, and be prepared for the worst. I will write it here. Think for the best and prepare for.
By the time, Kinjal ma'am, you want to share anything as a last words?
No, it was really good. The only thing is, I was not paying attention at that time, so I missed out.
Yeah.
A very great session, yes.
So, thank you, Miloni ma'am. We have standard every year one OBT outbound training for ISTD Anand chapter members,
Okay.
and where we
Okay.
have very senior enthusiast members like Kinjal ma'am and Bhagirath sir is the chairman, who always participate and encourage all of us to be there.
Okay.
And as I said, we take notice of the ma'am. She at a 77 had again gone to the Mountaineers and Himalayans, right? At I think 70 plus years age, and still she is continued the
Okay.
yoga and exercises, right? Which motivates like all of us to be there and to do yoga exercises, keep the mental and physical body fitness, so that we can long live life with a healthy and healthy mind. Thank you, Milani ma'am, and thank you all the participants who joined us today. We will be putting this video on our ISD Anand YouTube channel, which you can refer afterwards to your friends also to understand the lessons from the trekking. And as I said, we need to connect with the nature so that we can be, grounded with our origins. Thank you everyone for joining us. See you on the next Friday with the same time at the 6 o'clock with the different speaker and different topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye-bye.